Hi, everybody. This is Jerry Rosenthal with ChampionMentorship.com, and welcome back to day 4 of Quote Week Influencer Edition. And today, the influencer that we're going to quote literally changed the course of our world, and that is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And boy, he's got all sorts of amazing quotes. You can just Google them. But this particular quote really stood out to me, and this is what he says. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, just keep moving forward. Oh man, that is such an amazing quote. No matter what you do, keep moving forward. You know, when we're building our business, I always tell people, and we've heard this trained on before, there are 3 different kinds of people. There's the crawlers, there's the walkers, and then there's the joggers. And sometimes at different times of our lives, we're in different stages of that business or of that scenario. Sometimes we're walkers, and then life situation happens to us and we end up becoming a crawler for a little bit. Or sometimes we're over here and we're running, and then life happens and we become a jogger. But no matter what happens, what we have to do, no matter what level we're at, whether we're crawling, whether we're walking, whether we're jogging, no matter what we do, no matter where we're at, we have to keep moving forward wherever we are. If we're in a crawling stage right now and can't do very much for the business, well, we're not going to work like somebody who was running, but we need to work where we can with what we've got. The goal is to never stop moving forward, to never let your circumstances or the situations that you're going through completely stop you in your tracks from doing the things you need to do. We need to keep moving forward. You know, I have a very dear friend of mine who lives out in the UK, and her name is Danny Wells, and many of you probably know her. She's done a keynote here in our community, and she shared her unbelievable story, her humbling beginnings, going from homeless to building a multi-million-dollar business. But, you know, one of the things that I love about her story is she lived this quote from Dr. Martin Luther King. If you happen to watch the keynote, and if you missed that keynote, you can go back into the keynote section of our website, and it's archived there. You can find it and listen to it. But she talks about her daughter having to be in the hospital for over a year because she's going through these massive seizures. And she just started out her business, and she had to be there with her daughter almost all the time. She couldn't go to parties. She couldn't do one-on-ones. She couldn't do meetings. She couldn't attend meetings. She couldn't do any of that. So basically, she couldn't run. She couldn't walk. She could barely even crawl. But what did she do? She just moved forward each and every day. And she said in the keynote that we have that she sat there in the hospital room on her phone, sending out text messages, sending out Facebook posts, sending out private messages, and sitting there building her business from her phone in her daughter's hospital room. That is the epitome of what Dr. Martin Luther King is talking about. Instead of the excuses that she could have made for all the reasons I can't do this right now, she just moved forward from where she was, little bits at a time, little bits at a time. And today, Danny has a worldwide business that influences and impacts thousands and thousands of people because she was willing to just keep moving forward. So I don't know where you are in your life. I don't know exactly what challenges you're dealing with or where you are in your business. But I just want you to ask yourself this question. Have I allowed my circumstances to stop me in my tracks? And if so, what are some things I can do to just start moving forward a little bit at a time? That could just mean making a call a day if that's all you can do. But one of the things that my coach used to teach me all the time is he said, at the end of the day, I don't care how busy you are, what challenges you have, what circumstances you're dealing with, because we all have them. He said, at the end of the day, I want you to look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself this question. Did I do something today to move my business forward? And the answer you get back should never be no. And that stuck with me my whole entire business career. So if you can't walk, if you can't fly, my friends, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, I just want to encourage you to keep moving forward. So I hope that inspired you. I want to thank you for tuning in to our daily mindset message, and I want to invite you back tomorrow as we wrap up our Quote Week Influencer Edition. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow.